Hello, hello, good evening, and welcome once again to Powerwash Simulator. I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is Dan.
Hello, hello.
He's here as well. Yes, we were going to be playing the Planet Crafter, but Jeff couldn't make it tonight, so we'd like the three of us to play that together. So while there's only two, we shall go back to the Helter Skelter that we were doing. I think this was me and Dan doing this, me and Jeff doing this last time. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can see it's still a bit filthy.
yeah. The last time I popped in here, had like just taken a look at the level.
Ah, right, yes. Yeah, well, it looks better now.
Yeah.
Um, it's still not done, but yeah, we'll get this done tonight and see what the next level is as well. But hello to everybody that's watching. Assuming you're enjoying yourselves and here for the long haul, then welcome. If you're new to the channel, then yeah, we occasionally do power washing. We do other things as well. But power washing is a nice, relaxing, easy to play game that just you can put us on in the background, chill, relax, and just take the weight off for a bit.
Yep.
Apologies for it making you want to go to the loo or anything like that, because it's just us spraying water all over the place and squishing through puddles and things like that. So apologies for that up front, but that's just the way it goes.
It's a magical cleaning water.
Yeah.
It comes
If
from
you're not
nowhere.
new, then welcome anyway. If somebody can let me know in chat that the audio and video is working. The Bobbins is here, so I know somebody's here and can at least probably see and hear us.
I can see
I'm
that
pretty
the
sure the
video's
video's going out, so yeah, let us know that everything's working as it should, and we'll get on with it. If you have any questions, observations, heckles, anything like that, feel free to put them in chat.
Yes.
This is a fairly relaxed game in that, you know, I can blink while I'm playing it, so I can definitely look at chat and see what's going on. It's not like a fast-paced action shooter game where you can't do anything other than, you know,
Yeah.
watch the
Jump
game.
there, look
Audio and
away,
video's
or-
okay, says the Bobbins. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Yeah, so if you do have any questions or observations, feel free to post them in chat. If we don't answer you, then it's not that we're ignoring you specifically. It's just that we're probably ignoring you accidentally. So keep asking. Put it in bold capital letters. We might notice it easier then. If you would like to use the super chat, that is available for your pleasure of contacting us, and it makes a little beat my end and helps support the channel as well, which is always nice. So if you'd like to do that, or become a channel member, that is also there. If you're a channel member, you get your chats will come through with a little highlight thing in a different colour, so you get picked up out of the crowd. Not that there's ever really a crowd, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, how are you doing, Dan? You alright?
Yeah, doing pretty well. Getting recovered from the trip okay, and those that may not be aware, I just got back a couple weeks, yeah, a little over a week ago from a trip to London. So I actually got to see this crazy person in person.
We visited, yeah. It
Emma
was
and
interesting.
Katie,
Yeah.
and had lunch, and it was terrific.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always good to meet people in the real world.
Yeah. You know, it would have been nice to be able to meet some of the other guys from the group here, but this didn't really happen. I was hoping to be able to see maybe Festa, but you know,
Yeah,
my wife and I
it's,
could never make it back.
I'm going to say it's not that local, Colin. So yeah, it's local in American terms, but in our terms, it's not. So yeah, the way it goes. Saying that, if you're a member of the Emeralds stream, You may know Dave Cardboard from that, and I was accosted by him in my hometown last week.
Oh,
I didn't know he was local, but he is. He came up and said hello. I thought, who's this? And he introduced himself as just Dave Cardboard. So, yeah,
that's cool.
interesting to meet people out in the wild. So if you do ever see me out in the wild, you come along and say hello. But you have to tell me who you are, because I won't recognise you, because obviously I occasionally appear on camera. You don't. So
Yes.
if you're a voice in the chat, you'll have to tell me what your chat name is. Otherwise I won't have a clue. Good stuff. So yeah, anybody in chat, how's your time been? How's your week been? How's your time at the moment? Anything interesting? Any news? Any announcements? Any fun observations or anything? Basically, give me something to read. So, as much as I enjoy Powerwash, it doesn't take much attention. So, yeah, give us something to talk about, something to read, say answer any questions, anything like that. And other than that, have fun, relax. Are you watching with a beer? Are you drinking something, eating something? Traditional bench and belly thing is always applicable. What you've been watching on telly? Anything? Any new shows or films or anything that's out and about that you've been involved with?
I saw Furiosa last night.
All right, how's that?
I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
I
think it was
haven't seen it. Now we were actually talking about this with a friend earlier. Was the new Mad Max the one Furiosa like based on, or in the world of, or whatever it's called?
Fury Road.
Is Fury Road? That was it. Is that a sequel to the original lot, or is it a reimagining or a reboot? Or
I don't think that the creator, George Miller, I believe, I don't think he really thinks of them in that way. What I think is being done here, I think these movies are more of an anthology. So they're not necessarily a strict continuity. Because, yeah, I have no idea where in the continuity Fury Road would fit. Because the car was trashed in that. And it was also trashed in Road Warrior. So I don't know exactly what the continuity is meant to be. It feels more like it's an anthology of just stories from the setting than a strict character continuity sort of thing.
Is Fury Road the same character?
Yeah.
As the original Mel Gibson Mad Max?
Yeah, except for it's a different actor.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it is, he does say his name is Max. I mean, it is him. But it has a little bit of backstory hints there for him that we hadn't seen before. And so I don't really know exactly what, that is. It's almost, if you've seen any of the series of the Godzilla movies, it's almost like the same kind of concept where you've got movies where the 54 original Godzilla is canon, but this movie is a sequel to the first film and nothing else, and so all the movies that took place between don't count. It seems like a similar idea.
Right.
Where
so it's been been a long time since I watched Fury Road, and even longer, obviously, since I've watched the original Mad Max and Thunderdome and that sort of thing. But I couldn't remember much about anything, to be honest. But especially, I couldn't remember if it was, Max or another nameless character. I know that the Furiosa ain't even titled as a, part of the Furiosa Road or whatever, or the Mad Max universe, or whatever
Mad Max
it is.
Saga or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And there is a brief cameo of Max in this.
Oh, right.
You just kind of see him, because this takes place before of the events of Fury Road, obviously. So,
right. Okay.
We just kind of see him. He witnesses a couple of events at a distance, and that's about it. There's no lines or anything. But it wasn't even really necessary. It was just sort of a neat little thing that they threw in there. But I really liked Furiosa. I think they did a great job. Chris Hemsworth is quite good as a complete lunatic.
Yeah.
I love his work as Thor, and he is just completely bonkers in this thing.
Yeah, I couldn't see him going off the rails completely yet. I think that would be quite believable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing Furiosa's development as she kind of picks up skills, and just her general attitude about things as the horrors of her life just keep getting worse.
Yeah, I've never been too sure about. I mean, lots of film series pick and choose from what they're going to consider to be canon and what they're going to use going forwards, which is fair enough. I mean, each film is technically one on its own, but it also isn't. But yeah.
Yeah, you could see this without knowing Fury Road.
Yeah.
And I think
but
it
if
would
you
actually
do, there's
work
enough to
fine
make it
if
worthwhile.
somebody saw this first and then saw Fury Road afterwards. I think it would actually work just fine.
Yeah.
So this introduces us to Immortan Joe and his.
See, again, they don't mean anything to me. The names.
Immortan Joe is the main bad guy in Fury Road. He's the pale guy.
I vaguely remember. I know he's got the mask on tied to the front of the car. Is the big scene.
Yeah.
But it was something about water, wasn't it? Was it about getting water or?
Well, he ran a location called the Citadel that had fresh water. It had water pumps and stuff. There's like 3. It's an economy of trade between 3 locations that in Fury Road, Immortan Joe kind of runs all 3 of them.
Right.
There's the Citadel for the food and water. There's Gastown, which is a refinery that produces fuel, and then there's the Bullet Farm, where it's a place where they actually manufacture weapons and machines and stuff. We actually get to see Gastown and the Bullet Farm in this, which is nice.
Cool,
they were just sort of referenced in the movie.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I'm sort of torn between whether films should stand on their own merits or be part of an overall story. I mean, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is an amazing thing, but if you didn't get into it early, you've got no hope now. There's so much that you need to know to watch any of the modern shows to any degree of attention.
Yeah.
That if you haven't been watching the previous 30 films and 20 series or whatever, then you're probably not going to understand most of what's going on. And
yeah,
I think that's
really hard
both
to
genius and sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard for them to catch somebody up on that much detail within the context.
I haven't caught up with the new, most recent Ghostbusters film yet. It's on my list of things to watch and pick up, but just haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
And that's obviously a direct sequel to Afterlife.
Yep.
Which in itself continues on from the originals, but sort of ignores the, I don't remember the year, the 2016 one, the girls one.
Yeah, that's a completely separate universe.
But that sort of referenced the originals, but then it sort of also didn't. It confused me a bit.
It was sort of a retelling of the original concept. You know, that's why it was a remake.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes it works as a larger universe, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't mind, keeping up with stuff. Like with Marvel, I've got no problem keeping up with that simply because I have kept up with it.
Yeah.
If you get behind it all, then yeah, it's... Or if you lose track of the order in which things came out, because that's a thing of... okay,
yeah,
well,
I mean, things come out, but then again, they don't always come out in the order in which they are meant to be watched. Things happen before or after and stuff, and so they can get confusing even if you're up to date.
Yeah.
I think there's a tower out here somewhere. Yeah, there is. Don't think I've used it yet, so let's put that. Turn the towers around, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Pick up place.
Yeah, I can use my mouse wheel to do it.
That's right, I've got it as a bumper buttons. Put that down there and then put... Yeah. And lift the anchor back up. Right. Yeah, it's going to be the outside of this. It's somewhat lacking in cleanliness. Is anyone else here, says the Bobbins? I'm here. Me and Dan are here.
Yeah.
In opposed of anybody else watching, I have no idea. Some people might be watching and shy. But, I don't know, if you are watching, pop in chat, say hello. Because Bobbins is getting lonely. There, break your legs, bring that round a bit. Just get a different angle on things and see what bits you miss from outside. I've started watching this evening the new Hunger Games prequel.
Oh, okay.
It just appeared on Amazon Prime Video.
Something and Snakes?
Songbirds and Snakes, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I've read the book, or at least read the audio book, or had the audio book read to me. Technically read the book, I think, but yeah. So I'm aware of the story. It's quite good. I'm quite enjoying it. I obviously had to stop for this, but yeah, I quite like the Hunger Games series. It's quite good. I enjoyed that. More of that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
And another thing that's out of sequence but doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know it would work as a standalone film, but knowing the history of the Hunger Games as you do from books in the film, it's probably better to have seen that first. So the series that they came out in is the correct series to watch. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they'll do that with prequels where it kind of assumes that you know the later stuff. They just kind of write it in a way.
yeah, well, it's the Star Wars conundrum, isn't it? Which order do you watch Star Wars films in?
Yeah, I have recommended the Hatchet order before. I think that works fairly well. It's 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. So that way
Yeah,
you see.
I don't. I know when 1, 2, and 3 came out, they got a lot of hate, which I never had for them. But now people have reserved that hate for 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, exactly. Those I have been far more disappointed with than I ever was with the prequels. So,
I'm sure at some point people will be all right with them and disappointed about something else. So
yeah. We're going to get a new Plus series soon, The Acolyte.
yes, that's next week.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure exactly when the release date was, but I know it's sometime soon.
Yeah, I believe it's
like 500 years before the movies are set.
Yeah, again, it's looks like an interesting one. I'll reserve judgment till I've actually seen it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I tried getting back into Andor again. I didn't get into it initially, and failed to get into it a second time.
I really liked Andor.
I'm not entirely certain why, but it just doesn't feel. I think if I get into it enough, then it will.
Yeah.
But there's so many decent things to watch that I just haven't got enough time.
Yeah. It is definitely a character drama rather than the pulp action adventure of, other Star Wars content.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't feel Star Wars enough for me. I don't know. I think it will eventually, but
yeah,
to start off with, it just didn't feel very Star Wars. I mean, I wasn't expecting, Jedi's in everything, but there wasn't anything that really jumped out at me and said, this is part of the Star Wars universe, even. So, yeah, I'm sure I'll get back to it at some point, but...
Yeah, 'cause it totally fit for me, but everybody's going to have their own...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't... It's not that it doesn't fit. I mean, it certainly fits in the Star Wars universe, but I don't know. I think there wasn't enough recognisable... I mean, there's no stormtroopers or... I think there are later, but not earlier, or I can't remember now, but... I'll get back to it. I will go back and watch it, but when I haven't got anything else to watch. So there's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're working on season 2 for Andor, and that's where we're gonna have K2SO introduced into it.
Yeah.
That'll be a big things. Everybody loved that character.
Yeah. Right. 99% complete, and I'm not entirely certain where the other percentages are. I've been...
A lot of these little support brackets under the
Oh, yeah.
slide seem to have little specks on them. That's what I'm trying to...
I've been occasionally pushing the show me dirt button, but haven't been seeing anything for a few minutes. But I did find out recently in this game, you can go to the PDA and it will show you what you've not done. I know it shows you when you get to the last few, but it will show you before that if you go to the actual menu.
Oh. Okay. That actually, like,
although
lists
it will probably
the
say
item.
support bracket. That won't really help, but
Yeah.
in fact, I shall have a look now. Let's press the right button. So there we go. I can see down here, yeah, there's lots that say clean. Oh, hang about. I've clicked the wrong button. Let's go back to that. Right, there we go. So we're 99% of the channel lights. So I don't know what that means, but 14 out of 16 we've done of those. Railings, we've done 9 out of 10. Railing posts, we've done 9 out of 10. Slide bases, 24 out of 25. Slide frames, 20 out of 26. A lot of them to do.
Okay.
Quite a lot. That's 99% done. Second tier panels, third tier panels, third tier ring frame, fourth tier ring frame. We've only done 95% of it. So yeah, got all the window frames, all the doors, the windows. Two of the vertical frames. Trouble is, unless you know your architecture,
Yeah.
it doesn't actually help telling you you haven't done this frame, because I don't know what that frame is, where it is. I'm just going to climb up here again.
Slide frames, so
See.
it's those red ribs that are traveling down the slide with it.
Yeah, vertical frame, third tier panel. Fourth tier panel is going to be the tricky one because it's hidden by most of the slide. Yeah, it's just a case of looking around at the top left-hand corner and seeing when a little blob of white appears. There we go, fourth tier ring frame. There we go, that was a panel. And a channel light as well, I think. Panel there needs doing, but I can't get to it because there's a slide in the way. It's too sunny. So turn the sun off for a bit. Yeah, I can see what we're doing.
There's a second tier panel right next to the front door here, but the game doesn't seem to want to let me move the scaffolding around.
Ah,
Didn't let me grab it.
maybe because I was on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were standing on it, so that might be why.
I'm quite glad it didn't let you move it when I was standing on it. down from that. Dorkosaurus is in, saying hello to everybody, or hello to Bobbins and us. We're sitting videoing on here, but hello.
No.
Anything else there? Down a bit more. Saw a little bit of white. Can't see where. There we go. On the top frame. Not sure exactly what it's calling the top frame though, but that platform railing. Top ring frame. Top frame. There we go. Is that bit? Top panel. What's this? Top ring frame. Top frame. There we go. I can't read it. Alright, let's see. There's top frames around it somewhere, but can't see that. Let's have a look. Ah, there it is. I found some dirt. I think that was the top frame. That's the top frame done. Right. One of these panels. Fifth tier panel. I didn't see that. Fourth tier panel was ones we apparently had missed out on one of. But none of them had highlighting for me. Go back and look again. Right, let's see.
Railing posts.
Top door frame is not done. Or top panels. It's 13 out of 14. So there's one top panel that we haven't done, as well as a top door frame. Let's have a look. Roof top panel. Ah, there's something flash white there. Top door frame. Probably the bit that you can't reach on the top of the door frame. Ah, might have been that bit. There we go. Oh, look, we got the little thing popped up in the corner there. So it does say top panel. So one of these panels is not done. But obviously not one that we can reach easily, because that would be too easy. top panel, that one.
Slide frames 4. Okay.
What's a side frame? What do you think?
Well, the slide frames. So the
The frames
these,
that are underneath. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's sort of slide support. Slide base,
Yeah,
slide frame.
it's the
there we go.
red.
It's the red
Yeah.
bits, yeah. Right. There's one. I saw it.
It's going on the.
That one. Slide base. Slide frame. It is only the. What is it? Can't quite tell what it's calling. The frame. It's not that. Oh, it is that. It's also up the side, right? So it's the side and the base are counted as the frame.
Mm-hmm.
That was something they just highlighted down there. Right at the bottom. Down here. It's that one. How many more I got to do?
1.
Yeah, 25 out of 26. Stuck now. There you go. Just saw it. It went white, but I can't find it again now.
Whereabouts is it? Towards the top?
I don't know. I can't see it at all now. I'm sure it did go white, but now I can't see it. It might not. It might have been a cloud passing behind the view.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing any of the slide frames show up. Aha. Yeah, up towards the top.
See where you. That one. There we go.
There we
Well
go.
done. Nicely spotted. Gemma sneaking in late, saying hello to everybody. That's at least 3 people
Hey,
watching.
Gemma.
Job complete. There we go. Let's watch that complete itself. I wonder what the next job is. A private jet. Oh, that'd be quite interesting. It's cool.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the private jet. It's worth almost as much as doing that helicopter. It's got to be easier, isn't it? It's got to be aerodynamic and.
It seems to have a death ray hanging underneath it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I'm pretty sure that's probably why it's private.
Yeah. I imagine there's some story things that come with this that would be interesting.
Yeah, I must admit, I've not been reading the story. Emails, messages that come up now. As you say, there's quite an interesting backstory to a lot of these things. But
Mayor running off and spending a bunch of money and leaving the country on his boat that you have to clean and it's all about weird stuff about cats. It's a really weird town.
Yeah.
I like the way they do the story where if you don't care, you can just skip past them or ignore them.
Yep.
And if you want to read them, they add something.
Clean his filthy undercarriage.
Yeah.
It does make me wonder what they get up to in this town as to make it so dirty.
Other than the active volcano nearby.
Yeah, I mean, that would help, but that wouldn't do this.
Yeah. It's extreme even for a mechanically active area. I think it would be unwise for anybody to even live here who wouldn't be able to breathe.
Yeah.
Air quality has got to be just absolutely horrible here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not a healthy place. I think that's all a little bit in the undercarriage there. There that don't look like they should be sticking out, but they are. Someone was saying something online, and I was looking at the Reddit for this. They're saying about there being a nozzle that I really need. I thought I bought all the nozzles, but apparently I hadn't. It might be that it's not available until later or something. I've got the extensions. I haven't got that one. Prime Vista Pro. I can't remember what thing I'm using. Power washers. There we go. Professional duty. The Prime Vista Pro. That's the best one. That's the one I've got. I'm using that, I think. Right. So that's telling me owned. Compatible attachments. Right, so does that mean I'm using that but I'm not using that? Or that? Yeah, so I bought all of those. That's okay. So for the medium, which I'm never going to use again anyway, I bought all of those. I haven't bought the extra long for that one, but I'm not going to bother about that. So, professional quality one. I haven't bought any of the things. How much have I got? I've got £2,500. So there's the extensions for that I need to get. There we go. The turbo nozzle and things that I've got that. Right, Pro turbo nozzle. I thought that was. Oh, that's 1500 turbo nozzle. I'm not using my best washer, I don't think. This is the 3000. Oh, right. I'm not using my best washer. I should be changing my,
I
my
just
best
noticed
washer.
that too.
I don't know. I don't remember how to change the washer that you're using. Power washers. Use that. Select it. I can't select anything other than it just says owned.
Yeah, I can't really tell you how to do that with the console controller on mine. I just went in and selected the newer one. Yeah.
Okay, well I've selected it, but it's not actually
See, now if you hit E and exit out of that menu, that should be the one that you have in your hand.
No, because I've got the springy nozzles and everything for that. Right, I can go with the keyboard. So what was...
Yeah, because with mine, I go into use E to bring up that same menu.
Alright, hang about, let's press E
went over to Power Washer.
Ah, there you go, it's a different menu. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was the other menu that I can bring up. There we go, right. Let's select that one. There you go, there is a select button for it.
Yeah, I actually hadn't been noticed that, I was using like the least capable one. Didn't even realize it.
Right, so that's that. So now, now I can go to the shop. Yeah, that looks more powerful. I'm sure that'll be better. Right, let's try that again now then. Equipment. Right. Let's open a long extension. Pro. That's the one that I've got to look for now. Pro. Right, so I've got the extra long extension. What order are these in? 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, X2, 1500, 3000, X2, Pro Turbo Nozzle. Let's buy that. Pro short extension. I'm going to need that at some point.
Yeah, I found the different lengths of
extra long. So
nice.
Pro long. Buy that. 3000 extra long. Pro extra long. Pro, so might as well buy that. Right, modifications, it just closed at the moment. I've got no more monies to worry about. I'll worry about that. Right. Yeah, that's better. Right. Now we can get some cleaning done. So now I've got the choice of all the extensions and things as well. Yeah, people were saying there is a different nozzle, a Trident nozzle. It's apparently the go-to one that is great. But it doesn't seem to be available in the shop. Maybe it's for finishing everything, or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
This one, even with the wider nozzle, is cutting full of dirt. Yeah, I'm not quite cutting through all the dirt. I'll go back down one. Yeah, this definitely looks like it's got some modifications on this. It's got something out of the Avengers.
Yeah, it's got a thing on the wing here called an anti-gravity booster.
Yeah, some sort of hover section, yeah.
Yeah, that's not stock.
Trouble is, looking up at the wing is fine until I get the skylight in the background, and then I can't see anything. So I'm going to leave you to do the underneath of the wings because I can't see them. I'm going to go around on top of the wing, I think. I can nearly jump on top of the wing, but not quite.
I've got a purring kitty in one of my arms, so I can't run around a whole lot. Down now.
Although this jet looks superficially like any other, it's far from it. It doesn't. We noticed straight away that it didn't look like any other.
Yeah.
They take us for some kind of an idiot.
Well, I think that is the majority of the occupants of the city, so probably just
true. Are we meant to be living here then, or are we just working here, do you think?
I think we're supposed to be residents. We'd like just come back to town or something and bought this business.
Yeah, I do remember the first job being cleaning the van.
Yeah. Yeah, the first job was cleaning our own van to set up the business with.
I was cleaning from the top, but then I fell off, so I started doing the top again. air elements have actually got a bit in the middle of them where the flaps are that
Yeah, you have to kind of get up into that.
which I've missed, so I'm going to have to go back through them at some point.
Flaps in the wings. Got go get in the seams too. Spray it just the right angle. Get it out of there.
Safe Dirt Finder, if you can discreetly find your way over to the mansion as soon as is humanly possible, I sure appreciate it, says the mayor. Guess that's the next job. The laser gun situated under the fuselage uses state-of-the-art crystalline compound to create an energy feedback loop that instantly plasmacizes the air.
That sounds horrible.
It doesn't sound necessary, does it?
Turns the air into plasma. Whatever's in that air is going to also be cooked. So yeah, that's really bad.
And especially considering it's a jet, so it's going to be going towards that thing quite quickly.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea to have on the side of a high-speed aircraft.
About the things under the wings, there's things on top of the wings as well, the same.
Yeah. Gravity.
Anti-gravity panel, they're called again.
Yeah.
Why do you need them on the top?
I think it's just the top part of that device under the wing. They're just
no, it looks like a separate thing, but maybe that's where it gets the gravity from and chucks it out the bottom. Not so much anti-gravity, it's just redirecting gravity. It's parked very close to this wall.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's close to the other wall.
Get it into this hangar.
It's just as well the wings fold up a little bit, the edges. Otherwise he'd be in trouble.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit if those were fit upwards.
obviously going that fast through the air generates a lot of heat. Yeah. When you then fire out the laser, of course, so it's not a weapon, it's just to cool down the plane.
Oh.
That's a side effect.
Wildly inefficient, and so given the lack of aerodynamics of the laser, I mean, that's going to cause even more drag just having it there. These wires on the outside of it, like Doc Brown's time machine.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's definitely DeLorean inspired.
Which looks awesome, but, you know, trying to get as aerodynamic as possible, that's just not good.
Oh, some of the wires going the right way to the aerodynamic, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Although the wires going across it do give quite a convenient location and a guideline that you can work towards.
Yeah, it helps break up the shape to parse out where we're.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want an update where you leave funny footprints. In some ways I think it would be very cool, but in other ways I think that would make it impossible.
Yeah, that would add a lot of extra frustration, I think.
Turn it into that viscera cleanup detail, which got very annoying quite quickly.
Yeah, tracking around. Tracking.
prizes at the top there. That's good news. I haven't seen the gnome yet. I'm sure he's around somewhere. In a corner somewhere or in the pilot's seat.
Yeah. Soccer ball.
Seeing any white flashes come up now. Oh, there was something. Large wiring. Up there. I suppose without all the wiring and the big laser cannon, then there wouldn't be much to do.
Yeah.
There we go. On the final stretch, usage wiring, wheels, 2 wheels. See what it's doing. 1 wheel. Okay, put the wheels at the front, okay, I've got them. Ah, no, that one, there you go. So, usage wiring.
These are
Behind there.
Ah.
And more. Not that bit though, because I've got that bit. Not that bit. Another bit completed.
Yay.
Cool. Another one done.
Dark
Let's
side.
see what the next one is, but I'm going to call it a night there anyway. So
Yeah.
that was quite enjoyable. I like getting one done in completely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that
interesting to
one's
see
fairly
that we
quick.
were using the wrong equipment for the job as well. The frolic boat. I don't know what a frolic boat is.
I don't know.
It's a boat.
A boat on which you frolic.
Archimedes. No idea what that is. So let's have a quick look and then we'll call it a night. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully, this is the mansion. We did the mansion. I did that ages ago. I remember that now. Yeah. So, yeah, we shall return
Yeah.
for a frolic at another time.
Yeah, that's the mayor's
Have
boat.
a name on there.
Okay. Magnifique.
Cool. Right. Town with no cats. What? Don't understand. Right. So, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying it, and we're enjoying doing the occasional power washing bout. Looks like more power washing next week, as Danny's not going to be around.
Yeah.
Hopefully Jeff will be around, but we'll figure something out at some point. We shall start panic crafting. But for now, thank you all for watching. I'll turn this off because otherwise I'll just sit here all night playing it. So thank you all. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Bye.